Good evening. The date is July 14, 1945. Germany has surrendered and war in Europe has come to an end. Hitler's Nazis have been vanquished and American soldiers are returning home. Families and friends everywhere from California, Iowa to New York are welcoming back their men and women after 3 long years of furious war. In a cottage on the quiet shores of Walloon Lake, Michigan, await Mariam, the young wife of First Lieutenant Morgan Jablonski, who was listed missing in action after the invasion of Normandy on June 6, 1944. This is her story and revelation that soon comes to her door.
The ride home was unbearable because I had no one to share my pain.
Hello? Anyone there? We're in here, Richard. Richard crosses to the dining room doorway. The shingles are stacked. Good morning, Mariam. You look as if you can use a cold glass of apple juice. Here, sit down while I fetch the nails. Sebastian stands. Thank you for the cold drink, Mariam. I'd like to finish our talk later, if you don't mind.
All right.
Cool off and keep her company until I return. That won't be a problem, sir. Sebastian exits.
Here, let me get you a drink.
Is it always this hot?
No, but it's unusually hot for August.
It's not keeping the wasps from flying around, though.
I know, but it makes me not want to go outside.
She hands him the glass. Thank you. A man would go delirious if he couldn't drink on a day like this.
Yes, I'm sure he would.
So, how do you spend your hours of the day?
Oh, I try to keep things clean around here, and I do occasional sewing. It keeps me busy.
Work can do that all right. What about for fun? What do you like to do?
Fun?
Yes, going to movies, dancing, that sort of thing. You do have fun, don't you?
I don't go out much.
I believe people deserve a good time once in a while. I promised myself if I ever survived this damn war, I'd spend more time living than just working. What was he like?
Who?
Morgan.
How do you mean?
We hardly knew each other in boot camp.
He's a good man.
How did you meet?
That was a long time ago. I went with some girlfriends to the Lyric Theater in Traverse City. When I stood in line for popcorn, this tall, nice-looking man stood behind me, and he began talking to me. Before I knew it, we were sitting in the back of the theater sharing popcorn and whispering. Soon an usher asked us to be quiet, so we left, and we found a quiet diner down the street. He was from Horton Bay, a short distance from Charlevoix. We had so much in common. My girlfriends were furious. They thought I'd been kidnapped. Our ride home was spent gushing over how handsome he was and what a stroke of luck I had in meeting him. We were inseparable. Morgan introduced me to his family, and I immediately fell in love with his grandpa, William McKinley. We spent our first summer hiking through the woods and fishing in their small rowboat named Harriet's Yacht in Walloon Lake. Before I met Morgan, I had returned from college with a degree in fine arts, and my family began to worry I was wasting my time. I had planned to travel to Paris that fall. I loved painting, but after meeting him, it changed everything. Without my family's approval, we eloped to Mackinac Island and quietly married with a few friends and his family present. And we spent a full week on the island talking about our future.
What work did he do before the war?
He was good with his hands, and he could build anything out of wood. But with the Depression, times were hard, and so he found what he could. Mostly odd jobs here and there.
Was he a religious man?
No, not religious, but he believed in God. Grandpa McKinley taught him buildings don't speak anything about the man, but the deeds you share are what matters most.
Did he have any dreams?
Oh, yes. He wanted to own a shop where he could design and build tables and chairs and kitchen cabinets. He made the table and chairs you're sitting at. He had a passion, all right.
Had?
Has a passion.
I'm back with the nails, Richard. Are you up for a little work? Yes, sir. See you outside, then. Sebastian exits as Richard stands. Thank you for the drink and conversation.
You're welcome.
Richard exits as Harriet is heard off stage. Mariam, was that Morgan you were talking to?
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was. Is there any more aspirin? I've got a splitting headache.
Yes, I'll be right there.
Marian appears frozen, with her arms wrapped around her body, as the lights slowly dim. Morgan steps into the bedroom doorway, dressed in his military uniform. He stares, unnoticed, at Mariam, as the lights slowly dim to black.